Hey everyone, for those of you having troubles with the rendering portion for tomorrow's assignment, go ahead and leave the render settings as is right here. The resolution should be the viewport and the DPI of 72 is fine. I forget that I'm on a computer and I have, a lot better processors than a lot of the laptops that you guys are using, not to brag, but sorry that I've crashed a couple of your computers. We still want to make sure that transparent background is checked and that ground plane is not checked. And if this doesn't work and your computer's still crashing or you can't get the image or whatever, I'm going to show you an alternate method to get those background renders. So I'm going to go ahead and type in rectangle. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to type in box. And the first corner of the base of that box is going to be here. Just kind of align it to the side of your box, or your couch rather. Make sure that the bounds, don't click on this part of the surface. Go outside of it so that we can kind of drag it, and I'll show you why in a second. Basically, you're going to click to set the other corner, and then we want to make sure that it's also taller than the couch itself. And what that's going to do is give us 6 planes that we can render through. If I click that box that we just made and basically click it and drag it over a little bit so that it's still encompassing the couch, and drag it down a little bit. If you don't have this what's called gumball, this thing where you can shift it up, down, left, and right, make sure that gumball is checked down here. But we can see that it's fully encompassing the couch. The couch isn't peeking through any portion of that box. So we're going to go ahead and explode it. And what that's done is basically give us 6 different surfaces. So when you have all of those selected, you're going to go over to the properties tab and the object subsection, and we want to make sure that these two are both unchecked. We don't want it to cast shadows or impact the lighting that you've already set up for the couch. And while we're in the materials tab, or the properties tab, let's go to material, which is this little paint bucket icon right here. And we're going to change the color by hitting this drop down and going use a new material. I usually like to go to plastic and pick an alternate color that's not white. Basically, I think I'm going to use red for this tutorial, and hit OK. So now when we go into the rendered viewport, we're going to see that all of that's going to show up as red. So now what we want to do is, to get those screenshots, we're going to go to set view, let's say right, just for all intents and purposes. And you'll notice that we can't see the couch. So what we're going to do is basically click on this face and type in hide. And then we're going to have that surface right here. So if I click from the left and drag right to select all of those objects and then hit the frying pan icon, basically we can type in -view capture to file. The minus is very important, so make sure that you're checking that. And then basically this will let you save a PNG. So make sure the transparent background is equal to yes, and hit browse. And then we're going to save this as whatever test PNG 2. And we're going to go ahead and hit save. We want to make sure that this is a PNG, or else that transparent background isn't going to happen for us. So it says that the image was successfully saved. And if we go to the file, we can see that is true. So from here, you'll be able to open it up in Photoshop and follow the rest of the tutorial. Basically, you're going to use the magic wand to crop out all of this stuff and use the crop tool to get it down to this exact dimension following the outside of this bad boy. So if we go to our next view, let's say the left, we're going to notice that we still can't see the couch. So we're going to hide that again. Whoops, we forgot to show the plane that we originally hid for the other view. So if we type in show, those will both reappear, and basically we just have to hide it on a per view basis. But we're going to do that whole view capture to file again. Browse for the file, and you should be able to repeat that cycle 6 times. So that's a pretty quick, easy workaround. Sorry, this was a fast tutorial. I've told a couple of people that I had to go take care of my grandpa's cats. So it's kind of rushed, but if you're able to pause this video and kind of understand what's happening with that, you should be good. If not, email me and I'll get back to you later tonight. As I mentioned in a couple of emails, The background renders aren't essential for tomorrow. They're certainly nice to have so we can read that depth a bit better. But if you're not able to get this knocked out by tomorrow, we're completely understanding of that. So we will talk to you in your groups tomorrow on April 1st, and we'll go from there and get you guys set up how you need to get set up.